Instagram. So join me on YouTube. One last call for people on Instagram. We're going live on YouTube. Read the message. 안녕하세요 여러분. 말로 아카데미의 범쌤입니다. We're back again for another live stream with Mallo Academy. I'm gonna get the plug out of the way just so that we can focus on our lesson today. Guys, we have our group course starting next week. We pushed it back by a week to give you more time to join. May group course is happening next week. We're opening 2 beginners lesson for those that want to learn. I know that we have a similar crowd here. We've got Nairi 씨, 샤나 씨, 빌리아나 씨, 브리젯 씨, 타타유 씨, 하프사 씨. We're all the same family here, but just in case we have someone new here, and also just in case someone watches these live streams, which are all accessible in our YouTube channel, we're making the same group course, same plug every morning. So this plug is probably gonna stop next week once the group courses start. But May group course is happening next week. 2 new levels: Hangul mastery and starter lessons for those of you that are starting to learn Korean and know Hangul. Go for the starter course. And if you don't know Hangul, you have to start with Hangul, which is reading and writing the Korean alphabet. Hangul mastery will be the perfect course for you. We've got Weatherboy Blaze in the house as well. Asonti 씨 안녕하세요. We're all here. Let's get the party started. Very, very good. One last plug. End of October, guys. If you know anyone that's coming to Korea in the end of October, we have a 7-day group tour personally organized by Min and myself. Right? It will be us 2 and all of you, the group tour participants, going around 2 underrated cities in Korea, Busan and Gyeongju. Right, so it's gonna be a very fun trip. We've organized it like I'm organizing my own trip. So packed it with only the good stuff. It's gonna be 7 days flying. Right, so make sure that if you know anyone that's coming to Korea in the end of October, or if you are coming here yourself, take a look in our website, right, and go into Mallo Tour. All the details will be there. Led by the hottest teachers. Asonti 씨, you say that, but you are no student. We would love to have you for this group course. If you go on the tour, enjoy it for me. Nairi 씨, we will maybe call you or message you and say, hey, the tour is happening and you're not here. 네. 맞아요. Korean alphabet is called Hangul. And that's not what we are going to talk about today, but we're going to talk about something else. Something a little bit different. Now, that said, how is everyone feeling? I'm going to start off with a little bit of an irrelevant story time as requested by Min. All right, so I've been going through this sore throat / flu / cold for about 3 weeks now. It's killing me. And I'm not recovering as fast as I used to. So I'm always wondering, why? Why am I not recovering? Right? Why would that be? And apparently, this is because I have cat allergy. 저는 고양이 알러지가 있어요. So I took my cat to the vet as soon as I found out that I have the allergy. I also noticed, and I knew about this, that my cat has some kind of a flu as well, right? He's been sneezing all around the house. So you've got mucus and snouts all over the walls and windows that I have to clean very frequently. Gets annoying, right? But I was like, it's going to be okay when the weather warms up. But because of this, right, I had to take Yeorum, or my cat, to the vet. And the vet told me that, it's more of a virus that this cat has. It's a very common virus amongst cats. And Koreans call it herpes, which is herpes. And I'm going to crack the same joke, guys. I have done nothing with the cat. We do get a little cozy, a little romantic even at times. Friday evenings, just me and the cat. Sue me. But nothing above that. Nothing that would lead to something like herpes, right? So I would like to declare, right, and express my innocence towards that matter. Now, apparently it's nothing to do with like the STD. It's a very common virus in cats, and it's not a fatal one, right? It just kind of lives with cats sometimes. If you're infected, then it kind of stays with you forever. It's just more of dropping down the behaviors. It's nothing fatal. Right? It's very common. It's like a common cold for cats. So after that, however, I think this story time all came from, I think, Noah's comment about how am I doing with the cat and the allergies. Now I'm almost done, but for 1 week I have to give medicine to my cat, right? A pill, 2 pills twice a day. So that's 4 pills a day, right? Kind of like this. It's crazy. Cats do not like things being shoved up in their mouth. Unlike some girls and guys, right? They are naturally not very happy with having things shoved up in their mouth. So yeah, I have to. Do you guys know the movie about this? The scene in one of the King Kong movies where King Kong battles a T-Rex. King Kong kind of grabs the T-Rex by the mouth. And in the end, the King Kong wins by breaking open the jaw of the T-Rex. But it's that scene that I play in that living room twice a day. I have to hold my cat. I have to open the cat and get the pill, shove it in the mouth, get my what's this called? The syringe. Full of water and shoot the water in so that you'll choke on it and swallow. Right? Can't you put it in the food is an excellent question. Cats smell very well. Their sense of smell is just excellent. Right? I've seen this in dogs, but I think like cats' sense of smell is better. They smell that thing. I don't put it in their regular food. I put it in their canned food. I put it in a mix of fish and like all the fishy things that cats like. And the cats kind of don't just reject the food entirely as soon as he smells the medicine. So that was a complete failure and a waste of medicine, which, by the way, cost a couple $100. A couple $100 for 1 week worth of medication. Now I'm gonna tell you that this snout, this snout and mucus thing has been driving me nuts for a month or two. So as long as it's fixed, I don't mind the expense. And it has been showing results so far, so I'm very happy. But still, I have to do this every morning and every evening. I kind of shove my finger into a cat's mouth, and it's not the most pleasant thing. I think I've got a few scars all over my fingers. All right. Damn, choke on and swallow. My goodness, Shanashi, what time is it there? It's 9:30 a.m. It's 9:40 a.m. in Korea. I am drinking my second warm cup of tea. And that is quite an imagination. They eat around it too, yeah. Show us your cat. Yodam is sleeping sound right now. Maybe I will. Maybe I will show the cat in the end of this video, maybe. You have to bath your cat twice today. Let's say she didn't like it either. Oh, I don't even have the balls to do that. I don't have the courage to bath my cat. I have to because of the allergies. It helps. All right. But apparently these allergies, a lot of our students said just fight it. Your immunity will grow. And I recall that for a couple of weeks with the cat, I was actually okay. Just until I kind of fell sick and I think my immunity dropped and the allergy just started biting me from the back. Anyways, that's the story. Today, we'll talk about weather. Good segue right there. So if you're ready, let's get started with our lesson today. We're going to talk about the weather. Why? I don't know. I don't know why we're talking about the weather, but that's what we will talk about. 자, 여러분, what is weather in Korean? Now we've got the Tatayu who's like, oh, this teacher talking about, cat and his cat's herpes. But finally something worth talking about. The good old weather, right? So my cat has AIDS. We'll talk about weather. Very good. 날씨. 그쵸? 날씨. 자, 그러면 what about weather forecast? What is weather forecast in Korean? Now, Weather Boy should know this because that's what he does. That's what Weather Boy does for a living. So what does Weather Boy do for a living? Forecast the weather. And weather forecast has nothing to do with 날씨. It's a slightly different word, completely different. Oh my goodness. Weather Boy. All right, this will be an important lesson. This lesson is basically personalized for our Weather Boy. Shout out to Blaze Keller, the meteorologist. Very good. Tatayoshi, how do you know this? It's actually very impressive that you know this. It's 일기예보. 일기예보예요. 자, 일기예보 is weather forecast in Korean. But this is more of a technical term. 자, 일기예보 봤어? 일기예보에서 뭐래? 네. So what does the weather forecast say? 일기예보 is weather forecast in Korean. But very fast, very impressive, right? You want the psych-related YouTube next time. Psychology. That does sound like a fun topic. 자, what else can we talk about when it comes to the weather? What kind of weathers are there? 네. So we talk about adjectives. About weather. So weather adjectives. What kind of? Let's drop it. Everyone that knows any kind of weather related adjectives, let's see what our chat's got. We're going to give them a couple of normally they take about 7 minutes to comment. So I'll just probably maybe lie down here and take a nap. I'm kidding. I'll have a sip of tea and see what the chat has. 아니, 라우라, cloudy, bright, sunny, rainy, foggy, 영어 수업이야? 영어 수업이야? 자, 좋아요. But good guidance, right? 발음. 아니, 발음은 또 뭐야? What's 발음? 이 뭐야 이게? What did we mean by 발음? 아이, 따띠해요 하지 마. Weather boy. 자, 추워요. 자, 우리 추워요 있어요. 자, I will go through all of the chat. 자, we got 추워요, and I'm just gonna write 춥다 because that's the root version. Important to know. 춥다, and we've got 덥다. 더워요. 덥다. 자, 또 뭐 있죠? 눈. 바람이 불어요. 바람. 괜찮아요, 나이르 씨. We're all joking here. I think by this we actually meant 바람. 바람이 불어요. All basic stuff. 바람이 불어요. So we're going through the basic stuff. We're gonna cover more of the advanced stuff later. 바람이 불어요. 비가 혹은 비가 아니면 눈이 와요. 비가 눈이 와요. 그렇죠? 비가 눈이 와요. 맑아요. 맑아요 by itself means pure, right? So all of that kind of put together, right? So when the weather is nice, sky is clear, we use 맑아요. 그렇죠? 흐리다. Opposite of 맑아요 will be 흐리다. 흐리다. Oh, very good. We got good vocabularies for everyone that doesn't know. Just write these down. Excellent, excellent. 시원하다. And we've got Weather Boy saying multiple variations of warm. What is warm? And that, oh shoot, my bad. I want to keep it clean. 자, number 8 on the list is going to be 따뜻하다. 따뜻하다. 따뜻하다 can also be, I laughed at this particular comment because 따뜻하다 can also be 따뜻해. 따뜻해. Fuck you. Oh, sorry. No, that wasn't targeted at you. It was kind of at myself in the camera, right? Because that was me acting cute. That's 따뜻해. Don't say this, guys. Sorry, sorry. That was I burst it out in anger. I'm sorry. I apologize. That was unprofessional. 자, 맑다, 시원해요. 밝다. What else? 밝다. More of a brightness. 밝다. Weather 아니에요. 저. Oh, a lot of did we do 바람이 불어요? 비가 눈이 와요. 맑아요. 흐려요. 시원해요. 따뜻해요. 자, what about something that describes chilly? Right? So cold, but not like brr cold. Right? So chilly. 와, 잘하네. 다들 잘하네요. 쌀쌀하다. 맞아요. 쌀쌀해요. Patapim. Almost said it, didn't say it. Min followed up. Nice combination. Nice cooperation there. Another bit, right? Another way, many different ways to say cool. We have 쌀쌀하다, which is more like, ooh, sharp, chilly kind of cold, right? 쌀쌀해. It's very close to cold, but not quite there yet. 네, 쌀쌀해요. 쌀쌀합니다. Weather boy, are you taking this down, weather boy? Weather boy, take notes. 아, 좋네요. 자, 따뜻하다의 variation도 나왔어요. 자, 따뜻하다는 따스하다. 자, 따스하다. 조금 비슷한 단어예요. 따뜻하다 and 따스하다. 따스하다 feels a little more warm and cozy kind of 따스하다. But it's the same thing. 그쵸? 따스하다, 따뜻하다. Okay, Blaze being like, okay. 쌀쌀하다. We also have 서늘하다. 서늘하다 is a kind of cold where, 자, we have 시원하다 up here. 시원하다 있어요. 쌀쌀하다. 쌀쌀하다. We also have 서늘하다. 자, 서늘하다. 서늘하다 is more breezy kind of cool. It's cool. We're talking about cool, but maybe a cool under the shade in summer kind of cool. In summer, you sit down under a big ass tree and under a big ass shade, right? And you lie down and you feel that warm breeze. 아, 이거는 서늘해요. 자, 서늘하다. So this can also be cool, right? In English, everything is, oh, so cool. It's so cool. Oh, it's still pretty cool. Oh, the shade is so cool. Oh my God, you're so cool. We have different adjectives for all of this. That makes Korean a pain in the ass for some of you, but at the same time, just a really beautiful language. That said, May group course is happening next week. You want to learn all of this? Sure. Vocabularies, guys, we can go down on a list of 20 vocabulary related adjectives, but how do we really use it in phrases? That's where our group course and our private lessons come in. So link is in our bio on Instagram and YouTube, so do check it out when you have the time. Miyami-shi, yes, it does start next week. Where are you from? Share with me your time zone. We'll find out what the right level and the class will be for you. I feel attacked with that American accent. Guys, on the same team, I kind of have an accent that leans towards American. I get bullied by Min all the time. a little bit of story time. Pause the class, and this is not included in our day one video of our China trip, which is to be uploaded, I think, latest tomorrow. I'm aiming for today, but I think tomorrow. Is I did not know that eggplant was an American thing. We were in a Chinese restaurant where you kind of just pick the raw ingredients and they cook it for us. And I told me, oh, I want an eggplant. And he was like, eggplant? Eggplant? I was like, why? I didn't even fight back. I was like, why? It's not an eggplant. I was like, no, eggplant. It's an aubergine. I think that's how they said it. Aubergine. Suddenly calling his 아버지 at a Chinese restaurant. 아버지, 아버지. What is that? Missing his father much? Yeah, that in that exact accent. You see, means that just like that. That's what he said. Eggplant. I was really hurt. I was like, shit, this is just like, that's all I know. And apparently in the UK, they don't even call it the eggplant emoji. They call it the aubergine emoji. So, fun fact, that is only fun for me. It's brick. It's freezing. Sounds a little black. Yo, it's brick. Is that a black way of saying things? Is that okay to say? Is that culturally insensitive? I don't know. 포근해요. 포근해요, that's more poetic. 포근해요 is the warmth that you feel from a hug or something that's very cozy. Soft, cozy, and warm, all that put together is 포근해요, but not necessarily about the weather. So yes, if the spring weather, the warm weather of spring kind of hugs you, feels like a warmth, feels like a hug that comes from a warmth, you can poetically describe it as 포근하다. Depends where you are. Back home, we say tit instead of cool when it's non-weather related. Tit. I do use tits for other reasons. Didn't know that it means cool when it's not weather related. Oh, wow. So can I just say, wow, nice tits? Does that mean like you're cool? It's an aubergine. I only use aubergine to describe color. Now, what color is aubergine? I'm half black, but it's a New York thing. It's brick, yo. Yo, in Korea, the weather is brick. Damn, that's tit. Oh, damn, that's tit. Can I say, damn, those are nice. Those are a nice pair of tits. Does that still qualify? Or is that a wrong way of using tits? The deep purple color is aubergine. Interesting. Fun fact, eggplants in some cultures and some regions are green in color. Anyways, enough about aubergines or eggplants. For this entire lifetime, I thought that it was just eggplants, but it can also be aubergine. Very interesting. Do you, but if you get slapped, that's on you. As long as I get slapped on the tits, because that's cool. Tit means cool. Very cool. So we have very tit. Oh, that's very tits. That's a nice pair of tits. So, tit. I'm just going to write tit here. What other... Did I just write 12 after 10? That is not tit. That is not tit. This, not tit. Very stupid. Not so tit. There is a species of bird called tits. So there's a tit with a nice pair of tits. Is that possible? A tit with nice tits? So if a Hongdae boy says it's cool weather, that's what he means. See, these are the things that I kind of wanted to talk about when it comes to the Hongdae boy concept, right? Hongdae boys will say, hey, it's getting very cold. 쌀쌀하다, 쌀쌀하다, 들어가자. Let's go in, somewhere warm. And boom, right? You're in the Hongdae boys' nest. 자, we have 선선하다. 선선하다 맞나? Is it 선선하다, guys? Little bit of a time for a little fact check. 맞아요. 선선하다. 선선하다도 tit이에요. tit. It's very tit. Another tit. It's also cool. 선선하다. 선선하다 is kind of used to. So 선선하다 is giving wind. 서늘하다 is giving shade. 쌀쌀하다 is giving chilly. Oh my god. You learn Korean from me. This is what you get. So summarized, so succinct, so concise. Oh my goodness. Very good. Good job, Bum. Self-complimenting me right there. We are live in YouTube. We got someone entering Instagram and I'm suddenly talking about tits. And there's only 2 people listening on Instagram and I'm talking about tits. So 미안해요. 타타요시 고마워요. It looks like I'm the only one who didn't know about the world of aubergine. Eggplants. It's gonna be eggplants for me. 자, 선선하다. What do we have? Other important phrases. We're gonna call out some. We're gonna shout out some important phrases. Right? 자, 날씨가. We all know this. 날씨가 풀리다. 자, by 풀리다 on its own, this means to loosen. Right? To be loosened. Right? Something's really tight. 풀리다. Right? To be loosened, to be let go. So, if we use 풀리다 with 날씨, we normally say this when it gets warm. Alright? So, weather boy, you can say 오늘은 위스콘신 날씨가 많이 풀렸습니다. Right? Wow, the weather loosened up. It became warmer. Right? We've got Silpa Mishra, a new name. 안녕하세요. Too early to learn Korean. For you it is. For us it's 10 a.m. For me it's 10 a.m. For many of the people here it's in the evening. Shanashi, enjoy your shower, but we will be ending the live stream in about 2 minutes. 자, have we done 습하다 and 건조하다? So remember 날씨가 풀리다, which means the weather gets loose, which means it gets warmer and warmer. All right. Let me blush. Just came Insta. Just saw your live there. So 실파씨 came from Instagram. Very nice to see you, 실파씨. 자, we have 습하다 versus 건조하다. 네, 맞아요. 자, 습하다 means to be humid and 건조하다 means to be, well, less humid or dry. Right? 건조하다 can be used for the weather, right? But it can be used for things like the soil or even the skin. So 건조한 피부. So this is a very big thing about skincare, right? You don't want the skin that's too dry. That kind of dry will also be 건조하다, while 습하다, right? 습 here, right? Actually is a Sino-Korean for humidity. 습도 is our humidity, and 습하다 now becomes an adjective that means humid. 요즘 위스콘신의 날씨가 습하지 않아요. 요즘 위스콘신은 많이 건조해요. 건조해요? 네. 한국도 한국 모르겠어요. 한국은 지금 괜찮아요. 근데 조금 건조한 것 같아요. 네. 조금 건조한 것 같습니다. So that's all the weather talk today. Guys, I have 1 more minute, so we're going to spend the remaining time doing a little bit of a review. So let's remember again, 날씨 and 일기예보 as a very important word, right? We talked about all the basic kind of adjectives that describes the weather, and I'm very happy about all the participation today. 네. Let's remember 따스하다, which is a more soft kind of warmth, right? And we talked about so many different types of cold or cool. 쌀쌀하다, 서늘하다, 선선하다, which correspondingly means chilly or cool as in shade kind of cool, and cool as in windy kind of cool. Interesting phrase here. 날씨가 풀리다, which means that the weather gets warm. It gets loosened up. So it means when from a harsh winter, when we move into spring, we say 날씨가 풀리다. And then we had 습하다 and 건조하다, talking about humidity or 습도. 맞아요. 건조하면 습도가 필요해요. Remember, it's 건조 and not 전조. Thank you for watching today's live stream. I do have to leave a little bit in a rush today, largely because I have a class right now. Yeah, if it wasn't, I would stay a little longer. But unfortunately, I do have to go because I want to be on time for my class. I think I'm going to be late by a minute. But 감사합니다, 여러분. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. I hope it was useful. It has a lot of interesting vocabularies and phrases that have to do with the weather. So, I hope our weather boy learned a lot from it. All right. 감사합니다. I'll be checking the Discord for any messages. Again, quick plug, tour happening in October and group course happening next week. So I will see you again later. I will see you again next week for our next live stream. Now, very, very important announcement in about... I'm just quickly gonna check the calendar. In exactly 1 hour. In exactly 1 hour at 11 a.m. Min will be going live on Instagram and on YouTube as well. So please stay tuned for that live stream. Min will be doing 2 live streams today, but if you don't watch it, don't worry. The video will be on YouTube. Right? And we'll have all of the titles, the topics kind of organized for you. So make sure you stay subscribed on our YouTube channel and share this with any other Korean learning friends that you have. Thank you very much, guys. I will see you next week. Bye bye. 감사합니다.